What's up, guys? Joe from SFIF Package Delivery here, guys. I've been looking for a solution to kind of work away from the workshop, especially for my knives. Trying to get into stones. Got a direct recommendation. I found these on my own, but I got a direct recommendation and reinforcement from Jared from Neves Knives. Shout out to Neves Knives for all he does. I mean, we all know how good of a sharpener he is and how talented he is at what he does. So definitely shout out to him. Picked up this box from Amazon, and it's... You can see that thud, man. This is one of the heaviest boxes I got from Amazon. So let's open it up. So again, the recommendation from the great Jared from Neves Knives is this ultra sharp diamond sharpeners. Okay, so these are diamond sharpening stones. Mad heavy, guys. I mean, there's about 3 stones in here, but these things are mad heavy. So actually, this is the first time I'm actually opening these up. Using, of course, my off-grade Rhino to do the honors. So let's see what we got. I have like no idea how to approach this. I have an idea, basically what to do. But for the most part, this is my first venture with diamond plates. I have used whetstones before unsuccessfully. Looking to get back into that, but from what I hear, diamond stones are the way to go if you want to put a really keen edge on your knives. Here is ultra sharp. This is actually a 300 grit. Really nice weight to it. Feels pretty solid. Diamond sharpening stone, as you can see. 600 grit, okay, which is a good middle ground sharpening stone. The shine and polish of the edge is a 1200 grit stone. Okay, so it's a nice set from Ultra Sharp. I think the whole set was about 140 bucks. It's a very economical deal to get some, 3 good stones to get started with. Obviously, you can add, higher, some lower grit if you have damaged edges or anything like that, and you need to repair. You may want to get like lower, maybe like 100 grit, 120 grit. I think they might sell, but the 300 is definitely a good way to get it going. And what they give you in this set, which is pretty damn cool, is the actual, which is very, it's a necessity. You need the adjustable sharpening stone holder. So that's right here. What I did pick up as well is the angle wedges, okay, that you kind of rubber band around the stone to get the edge that you want. I think these particular edges, I think it's, what is it, wedgeck or something like that. It's about 10 to 20 degrees. So you can kind of just, I think I'll probably use these, and when I get the hang of it, I'll probably take them off, but it's a good way to get started, to kind of get the angle you want, so you can kind of spread it across the stone in that angle. But I guess once you get the use of it, you don't really need these. A lot of people don't even recommend them because they feel like you really need to get the feel for it yourself and feel the actual stone as you're sharpening it. But I think this is a good reference point to kind of get started and see the angle you want to go with your stones. This is probably a good addition to kind of put into the pack. Okay, guys, this is the 300 grit diamond stone here. You can see it's a really nice holder that they give you. Kind of really tightens into place here. See where it says here 300 grit. Okay, nice, sturdy, good-looking holder. And it feels like it kind of really just, with the rubber feet, it kind of really, it'll hug the surface and it'll keep it in place when you're sharpening. This 300 grit, you could definitely feel it. There's a lot of prepping that you need to do. They do give you a lot of literature with the stones and tell you basically how to kind of prep the stones before using them. I think you got to rinse them and stuff like that. I think once you break them in, they're pretty much good to go, but there's a lot of prepping involved before I actually can start sharpening with them. From what I see here, these are pretty solid, very well built, and highly recommended so far, just for like how they delivered and how they fit in the holder and how sturdy they are on the surface as you're sharpening. And I can feel the 300 grit. There's definitely a lot of resistance here. I think these are pretty damn good. I think it's going to do a good job in kind of taking some of my knives and getting that keen edge back, okay, bringing it back. And they're packaged really well. Like I said, they have a lot of literature here. They don't leave it to chance. They tell you what you need to do. It's 100%, no questions asked, 100% lifetime guarantee, which is a big plus. It's in a box, then another box, and also wrapped up in plastic, so very impressed with that. Okay, guys, so fast forward ahead. I'm going to try to prep these stones prior to getting them used. Now, according to the documents that they give you here, you have to kind of keep a puddle of lubricant on the stone at all times. I'm going to be choosing to use some a spray bottle with soapy water. I've heard that if you don't have the recommended thing that they tell you, which is the crud cutter, which I'm going to be picking up eventually, but right now that's what I have at hand. So I'm going to use soapy water to keep it kind of moist and lubricated and whatever they need to do. Because the idea, guys, is they pack so many diamonds onto this stone that they are going to be chipping off. So you got to kind of just flatten it out and just allow a lot of the loose diamonds to come off. So this way it's a nice flat surface, and you're able to get, you know, the edges that you want to get on it. So you have to treat the stone before you actually really use it. Your diamond stone should be fairly well broken in after 5 minutes, and then really broken in after 10 minutes. I'm also going to be using like some kind of a fine stone here to kind of scrape it down, to flatten it out. I'll do that to start, and then I'll basically do that at the end. And then hopefully after 10 minutes, I should be able to get a knife on there and be able to, you know, put this stone to work and see what it got. But you have to also repeat these steps with all of the other grit stones that you have. All right, guys, now we're going to take the 600 grit stone and we're going to treat this up for about 10 minutes, guys. Finally, guys, we're going to be flattening up and treating up and getting ready to go the 1200 grit stone right here. All right, so I'm at the point where I treated all the stones. I actually went through a 300 grit already, not to make this video too long, so I'm going to skip to 600 grit, which is right here. And then I'm going to go to the 1200 grit. The knife that I'm choosing to go with to sharpen first is going to be the Civivi Elementum fixed blade. It had a factory edge. It was, you know, sharp. It could still cut paper, but it wasn't cutting paper finely. So I'm trying to get it to that next level sharpness. I'm using a 17 angle guide just to kind of get myself the hang of getting this thing going first. So I'll show you how that works. But after the 300, it's pretty damn sharp. It's a rough edge, but as I go to the finer stones now with the 600 and the 1200, it should definitely bring the edge, you know, a lot finer and a lot more keener, and kind of just finish up the job. So let's go with the 600 edge, 600 stone rather. So now you give you like a rubber band with the package that you can kind of put the guide here in between the groove, just like so, and it'll kind of rest right on the stone. And you want to kind of, from what I see, rest it right on the stone so it's not on the lip or anything like that, and it's flat on the stone. Now the good thing about this angle guide is the fact that you can just rest the knife on the angle guide. Now obviously I know the best way to do it once you get a feel for it is to do like a circular motion type of thing, but this is good to kind of get the angle. I think that once I get the angle that I want to go with, I could probably use the guide to start and then maybe just go with it freehand and see how it works from there. But I guess for argument's sake, just to get it going, let's start with the guide and see what you can do with it if you decide to get it with the kit. Kind of rest it right on there. Lift it right by the tip. Feeling around, I think I feel some burr coming up. So I could probably kind of move to the other side, and I guess I try to kind of do the same amount of strokes on each side. And the edge is definitely coming out. I think it's once we put it on the 1200, it's really going to be very apparent. Okay guys, this is a 1200 grit stone, finishing up with the 600, and we're going to finish off these stones with the 1200 grit. Now I'm going to learn as I do this if I need to do more than 10 or 11 passes in order to get the achieved result. I'm going to see once I cut some paper, if it's cutting better, then I know it's good. But I guess with trial and error, I'll see basically how many passes I would need. You could probably angle it like that and kind of do the preferred circular motion in terms of getting a sharpening while still using the angle guide. So I think we're pretty good. All right, let's give it a shot. Let's do some paper tests. Let's see if this thing cuts. You always want to kind of when you're doing a sharpening job, it's always a good idea to finish it off with a good leather strap. I think you should be able to see that mirror polished edge on the camera here. Yeah, pretty damn screaming sharp, guys. Try to really feather stick that paper. Yeah, the knife is really doing all the work. You can hear it. Yeah, it looks pretty damn good. This is a little bit of thicker paper here. Guys, this knife has never been this sharp. Yeah, definitely good. Not bad for first get-go. All right, so ultimately we're going to try to use the sharpness tester here from edge on up to see basically as far as grams per inch how sharp this edge actually is according to the scale that they give you with this unit. Alright, so it comes in at around 124, which is pretty damn sharp. So according to this chart here, between 100 and 200 is pretty much razor blade sharp. So first go at it with the ultra sharp diamond stones. I was able to get this thing at pretty much razor blade sharp at a 17-degree angle bevel, and to the touch it's great. Cuts paper, like slices it really well. I'm feeling every part of the blade. It feels like it's pretty damn even. It kind of brought it all together with the 1200 grit. All right, guys, ultra sharp diamond sharpener. This is the Civivi Elementum fixed blade. I'll say it again. I have never seen this blade this pretty damn sharp. So did a pretty good job. First go at it with this thing. I know as I work with it a lot more and more, I'm going to get better and better at it. But I'm very impressed so far with the packaging, with how it was delivered, with the stones themselves, with the instructions that they give you out of the box. They definitely take a lot of pride in their product. This is definitely not going to be the last sharpening video. Maybe I'll make it a series. But so this will be the first knife that I've used. Look at that edge. You know, you can see, if we can focus over here, you can see how beautifully polished that edge is there. I'm probably going to do some macro photography or macro video at some point, just to show you how the grind looks after I work it through the stones. But so far so good, guys. Ultra sharp diamond sharpness, I recommend them so far. Me personally, that I have never sharpened with a stone before, I was able to get some really good results. And according to, you know, and listen, the stats, the science is there. Grams per pressure, I got it at 124, which is pretty much utility razor blade sharp, and that's only with about 10 or 11 passes on each side with each stone. So it really didn't take me more than like 20 minutes. I mean, obviously the honing took a long time, but once that's all out of the way and you have the stone prepped and ready to go, probably take you about 20 minutes to get it to a razor blade sharp. Now, if I really wanted to go even further and really get it down the scale to like 110, 100, oh my God, dare I say 100, it's you could definitely do it depending on how sharp you really want your blades. So far so good, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for sticking around. Hope this helped you out a little bit in terms of learning a little bit more about this ultra sharp diamond sharpener. It's so hard for me to say. Ultra sharp diamond sharpeners. And if you have any questions, leave it in the comments. If you have any comments as far as how I should have done it differently, please, I'm all ears. But again, first go at it, and I'm pretty damn happy with the results. So next time I see you guys, knife or sword, love you all. Peace and respect to each and every one of you. I'll see you when I see you. Ciao.